Welcome students, myself Gazala Chawolkar. Today we are going to learn an interesting topic, that is chapter number 9, map scale. A map is a drawing that gives us information about a particular place. Map represents the real world. They help you to figure out where you are and how to get where you want to go. So students, let us discuss our learning objectives. So today we are going to learn what is maps and why map study is important in geography, then different types of maps, then elements of maps, map scale and types of map scale. So students, let us understand what is maps. A map is a drawing that gives us information about a place at a particular time. Maps are a representation of real world drawn accurately on a flat surface, but many times smaller than that place itself. Maps presents information about the world in a simple visual way. They teach about the world by showing sizes and shapes of countries, location of features and distances between places. Maps are one of the oldest forms of nonverbal communication. Every culture in every part of the world makes and uses maps. All the information about one place cannot be put in a single map. Different aspects of place can be shown in different types of map. For example, map can show distribution of things over earth such as settlement pattern, population, etc. So students, let us understand why map study is important in geography. So students, if you have ever used map, you will know that maps contain lots of useful information. Map reading and map drawing are important skills to learn in geography. Maps use symbols like lines and different colors to show features such as rivers, roads, cities or mountains. These symbols help us to visualize what things on the ground actually look like. Maps also help us to know distances so that we know how far away one thing is from another. We use maps for many different reasons, but in most cases to, to help us plan a particular activity. Here are some examples where maps are extremely useful. For example, if you are going hill walking or cycling, you need to know how steep the ground is and how long it will take you to cover it. Or for long road journeys, you need a very different type of map to help you to find the best route. Or planning to build a home will also require a very detailed map of the location to find out about the facilities and amenities in that area. So students, there are basically two types of maps, that is political maps and physical map. Now what are political maps, students? A political map represents countries, states and towns as well as location of capitals and major cities. A political map is different than other types of maps because it focuses on government or administrative boundaries rather than geographical or physical features. Instead showing viewers what exists in the land, it shows those imaginary lines that serve to separate countries, states, territories and cities. The next one is the physical map. Now what are physical maps? Maps showing natural features of the earth such as mountains, plateaus, plains, rivers, oceans, etc. are called physical maps. So, a physical map is a depiction of the geographical features of an area. Physical maps do not contain man-made features. For example, a physical map will be a map of what you will see if you were looking down on Earth from space. We also use other types of maps, for example, like historical maps, road maps, climate maps, natural resources maps, land use maps, population density maps, etc. Now, let us understand what is elements of map. Every map has 5 important elements, that is title, legend or a key, compass, scale, and inset map. Each element has its own purpose. The title tells you the purpose of the map. The legend or a key shows you what symbols are on the map or what symbols on the map means. The compass is a directional arrow that shows directions on the map. The scale is shown to show distances between objects on the map. The inset map is a smaller map that shows a larger area of land around the map. Now can you tell, this is there in your textbook page number 60. Two pictures are given. Figure 9.1 shows a painter taking an estimate of a scene and figure 9.2 shows students looking at the map. Now, after observing the picture, answer the following questions. First one, why is the painter holding the pencil in his hand in a particular way? The painter is holding the pencil in his hand in a particular way because he is taking an estimated scale of the scene in front of him with the help of the pencil. The next one is, how can the scene of this large landscape be depicted on the paper? The painter can depict the scene on this of this large landscape by taking an estimated scale of the objects opposite him. The scale enables him to reduce the objects to a smaller size, and as such the larger landscape can be depicted on the paper. Next one, how is it possible to view all the countries of the world on one map? With the intention of preparing maps, a place is reviewed. A scale is also decided depending upon the size of the area that is to be shown on the map. A larger scale is selected if the map of a village or a city is to be shown, and a smaller scale is selected if the map of a country or a world is to be shown. As such, with the help of the scale, it is possible to view all the countries of the world on one map. What is common to both these pictures? The common element of both the pictures is that it is clearly noticed that a large scene or area is reduced with the help of a scale and can be represented on a paper or a map. Now students, here there is an activity in your textbook page number 60. In order to measure the height of the students, make markings on the wall from the ground up to a height of 180 cm with the help of a ruler. Measure the height of each student and note it down. With the same wall as a backdrop, take a photograph of the students in groups of 5. Now, take prints of the photograph. With the help of a ruler, measure the heights of your friends from the photographs. Now, for example, the ratio of Gopal's height has been calculated and shown below. Complete the table with the actual height and height as per the photograph. So, after completing the table, you must have realized that the difference between the actual heights and the height in the photograph. You must have also realized that in the photograph, everyone's height has decreased in the same proportion. The same principle is applicable in the case of a map scale. Now, we obtain information about the earth or some specific part of it from globe or a map. While preparing a map in order to get the actual ground distance onto paper, some conversions have to be made using geometry and mathematics. The use of map scale is useful for this conversion. So students, let us get acquainted with these aspects of map. Now can you tell, this is there in your textbook, page number 61. The actual distance between two villages of Sahil and Meenal is 50 km. The distance between the village of Meenal and Pragnya is 20 km, and between Sahil and Pragya village is 60 km. The figure 9.4 shows the location of these villages on a map. The scale of the map is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 kilometer. As you can see here, the scale is given here, that is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 kilometer. Measure the distances on the map. So we need to find out the distances on the map and which village belongs to whom. Note the names and the distances. So students, here is the solution for that same question. So, the actual distance between the two villages of Sahil and Meenal is 50 km. As you can see here, Sahil and Meenal is 50 km. Then, the actual distance between the villages of Meenal and Pragya is 20 kilometers. That is, Meenal and Pragya is 20 kilometers. And the actual distances between the villages of Sahil and Pragya is 60 km. That is, Sahil and Pragya is 60 kilometers. So when we measure these distances on the map as given in the figure, the distances are as follows. So the distance between the Pimpalgaon and Nandgaon, that is these distances, the distance between the Pimpalgaon and the Nandgaon, if you measure, this distance will be 5 centimeter. The distance between Nandgaon and Borgaon, that is the distance between Nandgaon and Borgaon, if you measure this distance, you will find that this is 2 centimeters. Then the distance between Pimpalgaon and Borgaon will be 6 centimeters. And the scale of the map given here is 10 kilometer. That is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 kilometers. Therefore, the actual distances are as follows. The distance between Pimpalgaon and Nandgaon will be 5 centimeter is equal to 10. That is, we get 50 kilometers. Similarly, the distance between Nandgaon and Borgaon, that is, it is 2 centimeter. So 2 into 10, we get 20 kilometers. The distance between Pimpalgaon and Borgaon is 6 centimeter. So that is 6 into 10, we get 60 kilometers. It means that the village Pimpalgaon belongs to Sahil and the village Nandgaon belongs to Meenal and the village Borgaon belongs to Pragya. Now students, let us understand what is a map scale. Now in a map scale, it is essential to correlate the distance between 2 points. Correlate the distance between the 2 points on the map and the actual distance between these 2 points on the ground. So, the map scale is defined as the ratio of the map distance to the ground distance. To draw a map through to scale, it is essential to know the ground distance. These distances are measured during surveying. While preparing a map based on distances, a suitable ratio is selected after the preparation of the map. It is necessary to mention the map scale. This facilitates map reading and helps in understanding the distances on the grounds. Now, there are three ways of expressing the scale on a map. That is verbal scale, numerical scale, graphical scale or linear scale. A verbal scale. Now let us understand verbal scale. A verbal scale is also referred to as word statement or scale expression, where responses are presented using words, whether spoken or written. So as you can see here, students, verbal scale example, that is 1 centimeter is equal to 60 kilometer. A verbal scale is one in which distance are expressed with the use of words indicating measurement. For example, that is 1 centimeter is equal to 60 kilometer. Then centimeter is the unit of distance on the map and kilometer is the unit of distance on the ground. So students, the next one is the numerical scale. Now numerical scale is expressed as a ratio. Example, 1 is to 60 lakhs. Students, you all can see here in the map, 1 is to 60 lakhs. The 1 represents distance on a map and 60 lakhs represents the distance on the ground. This is 60 lakhs times the map distance. It is also known as representative fraction. In this scale, only numbers are used. In this method, there are no words used indicating measurement. So students, the next one is the graphical or linear scale. Now this scale is shown graphically on a map. Students, you all can see here, this is graphical or linear scale. The distance between any two points on a map is measured with the help of linear or graphical scale. If a ruler is not available, then a compass, a blade of grass, or for curves, a trade can be used for measuring the actual distance between places on a map. So students, this is there in your textbook, page number 63. Now in the following figure, some locations within the premises of a university are given. The distance between the statue, that is, the distance between the statue and the entrance gate is 0.5 kilometer. Students, this distance, that is from the statue to the entrance, is 0.5 kilometer. We need to measure the distance between the statue and the entrance gate and determine the scale. So we need to determine the scale of this university premises. So the distance between the statue and the entrance gate is 5 centimeter. When you measure this distance, that is from the statue to the entrance gate, you will get 5 centimeter. So as per the data given, the distance between the statue and the entrance gate is 0.5 kilometer in reality. It means that the scale is 5 centimeter is equal to 0.5 kilometer. So therefore, the scale of this premises, the scale will be 1 centimeter is equal to 0.1 kilometer. So our scale will be 1 centimeter is equal to 0.1 kilometer. So on the basis of the road shown between two locations, calculate the actual distance between two locations on the basis of the given figure, that is this figure. We need to refer textbook page number 63 and figure 9.6. So we need to calculate the distances between two places. The first one is the health center to library. Now students, you can see here, this one is the health center and here is the library. So we need to calculate the distance between health center to library. So if you measure this distance from the health center to the statue, this is full 9 centimeter. So 9 centimeter plus from statue to library is 6.5. So 9 plus 6.5 is 15.5 centimeter. And actual distance is 15.5 is multiply by 0 to 1. That is 0.1 kilometer is our scale. So 15.5 into 0.1 we get 1.55 kilometer. So the distance from the health center to library is 1.55 kilometers. The next one is lake to auditorium. Now where is lake? This one is the lake to auditorium. So you can see, students, this we need to measure this first 1 centimeter from here, and this one is 7 centimeter plus this 7 centimeter from your statue to here and this 1 centimeter. So in total we have 1 plus 7 and then this 7 and plus 1. So in total we are getting 16 centimeter. So an actual distance is equal to 16 multiplied by 0.1, that is equal to 1.6 kilometer. So the uh, uh, distance between lake to auditorium is 1.6 kilometer. Next one is office to lake. So where is office? Office is here and here is the lake. So we'll go from office to lake, that is, so this is first here we will measure this 1 centimeter, then from here to here that is 4 centimeter, and from here you can see the cutting of the road. So from here this point to this point is 3.5 centimeter, that is 1, 4 and then 3.5 and then 7 from here and 1, that is 1, 4, 3.5, 7 plus 1 we get 16.5 centimeter. So actual distance that is equal to 16.5 into 0.1, that is 1.65 kilometers. Okay students. The next one is auditorium to office. Auditorium to office. So what is the procedure students from here? That is 1 centimeter. Again we'll measure this 1 centimeter. Then 7 centimeter. This one is the 7 centimeter. And then from here this is 3.5 centimeter. Then here this one is the 4 centimeter. And then last is 1 centimeter. Okay. So 1 centimeter plus 7 plus 3.5 plus 4 plus 1 is equal to 16.5 centimeter. And actual distance is equal to 16.5 into 0.1, we get 1.65 kilometer. So from auditorium to office is 1.65 kilometers. Then health center to auditorium. Now health center to auditorium, that is health center is again here and auditorium is here. So this is 9 centimeter, this one full 9 plus 7 and plus 1. So that is 17 centimeter. And actual distance is equal to 17 into 0.1, we get 1.7 kilometers. Last one is lake to library. This one, lake to library. So this we need to measure this. So this one is 4.5 centimeter. So 4.5 into 0.1, we get 0.5 kilometer. 0.45 kilometer. So next one, on the basis of figure 9.7, we need to calculate the distances of various locations from the shopping mall. So where is the shopping mall students? Shopping mall is here. We need to calculate the distances of various places from shopping mall. So the first one is vehicle parking. Now where is vehicle parking? You can see here students, this is vehicle parking. So we'll go from here, that is first one 1.3 and then this one is 6.5 and then this one is 3.2, then 4.2 and 6.2, that is equal to 21.4 kilometer. So vehicle parking from shopping mall to vehicle parking is 21.4 kilometers. Next one is school. School is here. So again we'll start from here, that is 1.3 plus 6.5 plus 3.2 plus 4.2, this one, and your last is 2.7, that is 17.9 kilometers. So from shopping mall to school is 17.9 kilometers. Next one is theatre. Theatre is here, that is 1.3 plus 6.5 plus 2.4 and 1. In total that is 11.2 kilometers. So from shopping mall to theatre is 11.2 kilometers. Next one is office. So where is office students? Office is here. This one is the office. So again we'll go from here, that is 1.3 plus 6.5 plus 1.5, this one 1.5 and then here 0.8. So in total it is 10.1 kilometer. So from shopping mall to office, it's 10.1 kilometers. Next one is library. Library is here. So we'll go from here. We'll measure this from here to here. That is, this distance is 9.8 centimeter plus 2 centimeter, and then this one is 0.5. So in total is 12.3 kilometers. So from shopping mall to library it is 12.3 kilometers. Next one is hospital. Now this one is the hospital, students. So again we'll calculate this one only from here to here. This distance is 9.8 centimeters. Okay. Plus 1. This one. And then this one 1.2. So in total we get 12.7 kilometers. Next one is park. Park is where, students? Park is here. So we'll measure from here, that is 1.3 plus 6.5, this one. Sorry, 1.3 plus 6.5 and then 3.2, then 6.7 till here and then 1.6. So in total we get 19.3 kilometers. Next one is lake. So 2.7. Now where is lake? A lake is here. This one. So this one 2.7 plus 1. So in total we get 3.7 kilometers. Zoo. Now zoo again. Zoo is here. So a zoo is here. So from here we'll go again 1.3 plus 6.5, then 3.2, 6.7 and here last, that is 2.7. So in total we get 20.4 kilometers. Next one, residential building. That is again residential building is here. So 1.3 plus 3.9, then 1.9 this one and 0.2 this small one. So in total we get 7.3 kilometers. The next one is length of the river. So length of the river, you will take a thread and you will hold from here and you will measure this river according to its shape, and that thread you will measure on your ruler. So you will get 18.2 centimeters. Large scale map. Now what is large scale map? A large scale map is one in which a given part of the earth is represented by a large area on the map. Large scale maps generally show more details than the small scale maps because at a large scale there is more space on the map in which more features can be shown. Large scale maps show detailed information such as country maps or town maps, city maps, etc. Generally, maps having a scale of 1 is to 10,000 or greater representatives fraction are called as large scale maps. Example, maps of village, city, maps of school, maps of farms, maps of agricultural field, etc. Now students, let us understand what is small scale maps. So a small scale map is one in which a given part of the earth is represented by a small area on the map. Small scale maps generally show less detail than large scale maps but cover large part of the earth. Generally, scales with representative fraction less than 1 is to 10,000 are called small scale maps. Example of small scale maps are atlas map, world map, maps of states, maps of countries, and maps of continents. So students, let's have a quick recap of what we have learned today. We learned today what is map, right? So a map is a drawing that gives us information of a particular place. Maps represent the real world by showing sizes and shapes of countries. We also learned the importance of map study in geography. Map reading and map drawing are important skills to learn in geography. Map Maps use symbols like lines and different colors to show features such as rivers, roads, cities, or mountains. These symbols help us to visualize what things on the ground actually look like. We also learn different types of maps. We learned political maps and physical maps. We studied elements of map. So every map has five important elements, that is title, legend or a key, compass, scale and inset map. And also we studied map scale. So in a map scale, it is very much essential to correlate the distance between 2 points on a map and the actual distance between these 2 points on the ground. The ratio of the map distance to the ground distance is the map scale. There are three ways of expressing the scale on the map, that is verbal scale, numerical scale and graphical or linear scale. Thank you students for listening and watching my video. I hope that you like my video. Thank you very much.